Hello, hello. How are y'all doing today? Storms are pushed in here. Luckily, we got done what we was trying to get done before it rained too hard. And then we worked on that some more inside as well. Um, little by little, I wait on her to get in here and let this notification go out to everybody. How are y'all doing? We got Mitchell, Henderson Family Farms. We got Brenda at Redbird Farm. I ain't got to watch the video. I saw something about an invasion, Brenda. I'll have to get on there and get that checked out too. We were outside. Hey, Mark. We were outside most all day working in the shed. And it's coming along little by little. We'll get it. Got a lot done today. And then we're going to keep changing. Keep going until we get it done the way we want it to be done. Because the sooner we can get it done, the sooner we can get the rest of stuff out of storage. We still have 3 storage buildings. She's coming sometime. Birds. Ooh, y'all got a lot of birds too. We do too. That's what Logan kept saying today. When all the birds outside is all you could hear. You hardly could hear it. It's talking to each other over all the birds. Hey, Mike. Yep, I got the last 2 things sent that were from the giveaways that we done. Got those ordered today. And we'll have to see how this coming week goes. I may try to squeeze in the members live this week if at all possible. I know this Wednesday we will not have Mr. Boots help desk because we have dance classes starting back again. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do with the Mr. Boots deal yet. We'll have to see how that goes. Hey, Denise, Misplaced Country Girl. Y'all can see we moved the computer. So now we're not facing, y'all were facing that way before, towards the front door in there on the island. But we actually got the computers moved and another counter brought in to extend where Casey was working. So now we're actually in here beside her workstation to give us a little, I don't know. She wanted her island back. So that was a hands down had to happen. So now she's got her island back, but it's still kind of buried until we finish getting the rest of the stuff off of it. Hey, Roberta's Artistic Adventures. How you doing? Casey's here. I know she's like an empty chair, but she is here. Not here, but she's coming. Brenda, your painting is done. I need an address to send. Oh, cool. Well, that's right. She won that painting from you. That's right. I bet it looks good. I had to wait and see that, or see Brenda post. I'm sure surely she'll do a mail call on that. I look forward to seeing that. It's still raining. It's been raining for like 3 hours. But it's better than snow. So I guess there's an alternative to that. So did y'all have a good New Year's? Hey, Josh, Skinner Farms. Happy New Year to all y'all today. Haven't seen y'all since last year when we were dancing Friday. So that was a lot of fun and a very big crowd. So if y'all have not watched that, go check out that live we did, Dancing with Double Edge. Was the band on Friday, and there was a lot of people there. There was a good crowd. Let's see, Denise. Yep, that is why I won't do a sneak peek. Oh yeah, she's going to do that. I can't wait for that. New Year's. I'm waiting on her for some of that. It's part of her stuff. But Logan is back situated in his room. Mike said I worked all weekend. Oh my goodness, is it good or bad? I mean, if you're at days off or during the week, you know, it's going to settle out in the long run. Logan's happy. Oh, shit. I don't think you posted that, did you?
What?
His room.
No, I did not.
We're just waiting for short another day.
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow.
Logan got some stuff for Christmas, and he wanted to get it put up. Oh, look, she's here. I know it didn't. That does actually say Casey and Steven. There's not just a chair where they sweater on it that looked kind of like her. You're generally off on weekends. Oh, okay. He had to work all weekend for the New Year's and stuff. You got Josh is in here, Skinner Farms. Mark.
Hello.
Brenda, Denise, and Roberta. I'm waiting on you.
I'm here.
I just said hi.
Get the party started. You've been in here talking your head off. I heard you.
I've been talking. Now I'm working on my first knitted winter hat. Ooh.
We can't find any of our stuff.
Hey, Heather.
All of our winter stuff is still in storage, and we can't find it.
We've got like a whole box of winter stuff. It has our hats from Rebecca. It has all of our face shields and all that stuff that we wore last year to going out and checking on the chickens. So I guess it's probably a good thing we don't have animals, because we couldn't go out. Well, we could. It's just we wouldn't be able to stay covered up like we need to be. Our gloves, I keep my gloves, but as far as gloves and face wraps and all that stuff to stay warm in the cold weather, that whole box is missing. From our stuff to scarves to the kids' stuff is all in that box. That's the downside to putting it all together. If you lose one, you lose all of them.
But
it's somewhere.
You know where they all are, right. And they're all together.
I've got toboggans and I've got my gloves, but I don't have my little baklava. But that's okay. Little by little, we'll find it. Storm's headed y'all's way.
They're already here.
They're here.
Hey, JC.
Hey, JCG. Yeah, they're here now. It's been raining for about 3 hours. We were outside working on the shed and getting it stuff put up. I won't give too much away with that.
Almost got the inside done.
Inside's almost done.
Like 95% done.
Yeah. So it's 95% done. And then we're actually going to go back to a section we've already done and be able to do it and put
part that we weren't
going to do because we were just going to save money. But then turns out we're going to be able to do it too. So we're going to backtrack.
Yeah, it's fine the way it is, but we've got some extra leftover material, so we're going to go ahead and throw that up. So
that's the ceiling.
We are going to. Oh wow! Okay.
Is that good or bad, Denise?
Cool.
I'll do a live sometime this week. Going to do a DNA test live. Now, is that like that Ancestry.com kind of thing, or? I'm not sure if I want to. How deep we want to go into that.
Well, I'm glad you could see us.
Now I can see what you couldn't see us, Mitchell.
So yeah, I'm gonna be putting together. Like I said before, I'm not videoing what we're doing, but I am taking pictures, and I'm gonna put it together in a slideshow kind of thing. And Mark said I didn't do it.
Right.
And kind of do a beginning to end shed. And show y'all it being delivered, what it looks like beforehand, and then show you the pictures, as we go. She said, yeah, Ancestry.
Oh, cool.
So I'll just kind of do a beginning to end of the shed. So I'm not taking my time right now doing anything because, like I said, I'm just taking pictures.
We're trying to get it. We're trying to hurry and get it done too.
We're trying to get stuff moved out of storage so we can get that bill off of us. Having to pay for storage when we have storage. Steven's already on Google Photos trying to.
That's what I did. Doesn't show all of it, but it shows enough of it. I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give it all away. I'm just going to show a bit of what we've done.
Okay, go ahead.
If it'll pick up on here. Either way.
Go ahead. Whatever shows. See if it'll pick it up. Okay. There's the insulation that's up in the sewing room and the ceiling that's going up. So that's the other half that we're working on.
So it's insulated, it's wired, the ceiling, the walls are insulated.
That's cool, Denise. Neat.
Oh, that is it. That is pretty neat.
Yeah.
Would you have the other one?
Huh?
Oh, I don't know if you're gonna show that one or not.
Nah, I can wait.
They can wait. Dang.
They can wait.
They can
So,
wait.
Yeah, all the ceiling and the walls are 95% done. We got a couple of corners to finish, and the quarter round going around the top, and the baseboards around the bottom, and we got to put in the attic door. We got to put in the attic door.
We're gonna build our own.
32% Native American. Huh? Really? And you're like none of those.
Yes, she is. She's a blend.
Well, yeah, that's what she says. Huh?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll look real good once we get it finished. But we've got some extra panel and stuff, so we're gonna finish the other side, which is the pantry.
And that side that I showed is the sewing room side. So that's gonna be the nice side. That's gonna be.
It's like 60-40.
Yeah.
60% sewing room and 40% pantry. So that'll be all that's gonna be in there because that's everything that needs like temperature control. And so we are going to just not let it freeze. That's another story. And freezing.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll have a little AC unit or something in the window. So I can't for you to come on over. Can't wait for you to come on over here either.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been over here? Jesse ain't been over here. You ain't been over here yet. No, Jesse ain't been over here yet.
Josh ain't either.
Yeah, still waiting on Josh to come down. But yeah, talking about freezing jars. All of my pantry was in the storage unit when the Arctic blast came through. We didn't know what we were going to walk into, so we decided to go ahead and thanks, Mark. So we went Saturday. Did we go Saturday, Sunday? Saturday and Sunday, right? Yeah, today's Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went Saturday, and hey, that's my mom and dad. No, we're not putting a bathroom in it. It's just a shed.
No, it's not a live-in. It's just a storage and a sewing room.
Yeah. Hey, Barb. And so we went to storage Saturday and Sunday.
We will not wait on you, Josh.
And got all of my pantry stuff. I told Steven, I was like, I can't organize it until I see what I have. Mm-hmm. So we got all the jars of everything that we could put hands on, which I think is everything that we found.
Yeah, that should be everything.
And then we've got all of my canners, all of my stuff, that goes in my pantry that I don't use all the time, but stuff that I need. Mm-hmm. Like, my noodle makers and my noodle makers and all of my Canon salts and my lime and, all that stuff, rings and lids and all that stuff. So it all came.
Hey, Barb.
And 60% of it's still in my van. And the other 40% of it is in the pantry, in the shed.
35, and there's 5% in the back of my truck.
That's getting rained on right now.
Getting rained on as we speak.
In cardboard boxes.
The boxes will be disintegrated, so we'll have to unload them jar by jar.
Yeah, which will be fine too.
Hey, but they'll get washed off. We won't have to worry about
it. I was thinking about that earlier. Speaking of them getting washed off. Okay, so we went to storage because we needed to see, how the pantry stuff was doing and, the jars and all that stuff, because some were in a storage unit that is out in the open and some is in an old factory where they built storage units inside the old factory, an old glove factory.
Right.
And so
he says we're gone. Yeah, that can't be us. Does everybody else see us?
Yeah, that should be. It's probably just him.
Can anyone else? Can everyone else see us?
Thumbs up. We good? Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
We good? I see you. Okay.
Heather can see us.
Okay.
Yeah,
she's we're good.
Okay.
All right. It's just Mitchell.
Sorry, Mitchell. You got? Did you turn it off and turn it back on again?
Okay. So we went to storage, and like I said, we wanted to see how they fared through the Arctic blast frozen section. And you're not John Cena. So we went there, and hey, Hazelbell Farm. And so we, like I said, our part of it was in an unsheltered, and
That's
then
Donna.
the other part was in an old factory.
Hey,
So
Donna.
he wasn't really too worried about the factory section storage unit, but we wanted to go ahead and check out the other one as well, because they were like right up against the door. Like as soon as you walk in, I wanted them right there. So we went ahead and loaded up everything from that outside storage unit. And hey, Jesse and Lisa.
Happy New Year's to everybody.
And we got all those loaded up. And then, oh, wow. Yeah, I'll get with you on that, Jesse. Thank you. And I just need a little one. Like, I'm talking about like a 20-inch, a little bitty one. It's going to be little. But so we loaded those up, and the boxes we noticed, were soft. We had to really hold on to them because they were like collapsing on us. So what we realized is that the jars froze, and then with it warming up so fast, they sweat. And after they sweated in the box, then they got the box wet and all that. And I was like, oh Lord. So we just had to be careful. Hey, Derek, we just had to be careful on loading that stuff up. Well,
he's in Florida too.
We started noticing on the jars, and it wasn't that bad, but we started noticing on the jars that they had mildewed on the outside of the jar.
Not the inside.
Because they were wet, got the boxes wet. There was no airflow to dry anything out, so they just sit there in their own funk, basically, and mildewed. So now the jars are in what boxes we could carry. They're pushed onto the shelves for the time being. The other percentage, other 60, 75% of them is in the van and the truck right now. I've got to go through and wash every single jar. There's no way around it. I've got to wash every single jar. I've got to take them out one by one and wash them all. Hundreds of jars. And so that's the next big project. I think while Daddy and Steven are kind of finishing up the little details on that, if I can sneak some time in there, I may start doing some of it, but I can't do too much because we're going to try to finish up the pantry side with the extra materials we have. Yeah. So I don't want to, right. I don't want to put too much on the shelves in case we need to move the shelves.
Yeah.
But we've got them set up the way we want them. We've got 5 shelves, 5 4x6 shelving units in the pantry and 2 freezers, and it'll be full. Absolutely be full. Sorry, I got something in my shirt that's sticking me. It keeps sticking me in my elbow. But yeah, so that's what the Arctic Blast did for us. Now I have to go through and wash all of those.
Hey, Rebecca.
It's about 5 seconds slow from what he's seeing and what I'm seeing.
Throw a tub over the truck bed, don't make a
big It's problem. Already done it, Mom. It's been raining for 3 hours.
It's only like 4 or 5 of those small boxes where
they're getting washed.
It's not always. They're getting rinsed off, and it'll be cooler tomorrow.
They're getting washed off.
They were supposed to be unloaded today, and then our plans changed.
Daddy threw a kink in our plans, so
he adjusted.
It'll get done better, it'll get done later, and
it wasn't anything too bad. It was just some.
No, the jars are in the van. They're covered. They're just going to stay there, and there's like 5 or 6 boxes in the truck.
That's all. It'll be fine.
No big deal. We'll throw them on the wagon, pull them down there.
Yep.
No big deal. We'll get to them later. But yeah, so that's the biggest task coming up is getting all that put up. Hey, Gwen. But yeah, that damage has been done. So yeah, we stayed home for New Year's. I heard y'all talking a little bit about that.
Yeah, I stopped because then we went. Say as far as what we did.
Nothing.
No, we went to eat with.
Oh, Tammy. Yeah. Stephen and Logan and Kat and myself went to supper with my sister because my sister's birthday was New Year's. So Saturday night, her and some of her friends and us, we got together and went to eat for her birthday, and then they left and went to a New Year's party, and then we came home. Yeah. So we came home and I wasn't feeling it. I was just ready to go home. I didn't care. I had stuff to get done. So
we actually did.
We put this counter up that y'all are sitting on at the
Mm-hmm.
moment. We got that done, and then we
Good
watched
show,
the
y'all.
music and TV shows from Nashville and New York and California and all that. We watched all that, listened to the music, and rang in the New Year's together. So,
yeah, y'all hit that thumbs up.
It was an exciting night.
But we got a lot done though.
I was ready to go to bed.
We moved all day, so we were loading stuff
loading the pantry up all
loading
day.
pantry and bringing back and unloading and going back and loading again. So by the time we ate, it was like 7, 8 o'clock. We were done. I mean, we didn't really want to do anything else, but we'd already brought the counters and stuff in here, so we went ahead and threw that together while we were waiting.
Yeah, we put the counters and cabinets and boxes of jars all in the van, loaded it up.
Mm-hmm.
Had to take some out because it got a little heavy.
Yeah, you put it load, and push and go. You turn around and it's like,
oh crap, we got this one let out,
baby. We squatting in the van.
No bump.
I don't think the van should be squatting like that.
Yeah. If Kat hadn't been here, I would have done been into bed. I would have left these two up and went to bed. But Kat wasn't here, so I didn't want to be a bad host. Yep. So, anywho, I don't know if y'all have seen it. I'm looking at the china cabinet back there. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but the FDA is fixing to start cutting down on, they're fixing to start regulating herbal medicine. They're not doing it as of yet, but it's going to be eventually a requirement for them to be processed like big pharma, like the normal pharmaceutical drugs. And if they are processed like that, as in the regulations from the FDA, they're not going to qualify for being able to be sold. Basically is what they're doing. They're fixing to get ready to knock all that stuff out. And
so we might have to take our stuff.
what did she say?
We're planning on going.
Yeah, Heather. If you go on Instagram, look up Amy Fewell, Fewell. She posted about it and I read through it, and she's got all the documents and stuff up there. So I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to offer our products on the website. I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to keep our website up because, that's the way we sell our products. So if it gets to where we can't sell them online, we can't, sell them to you guys because they have to go through all of this stuff as being an herbal medicine, homeopathic medicine, then we're just going to have to take them off the website, and you're just going to have to contact us and be like, hey, can I get such and such? And then, we can send them to you that way. But
it's just the FDA. It's fine.
Yeah. But I mean, if it comes to that point where they have to make us go through the required steps for selling herbal medicine, they'll have to be tested and labeled just like any other pharmaceutical drug. And right now they're targeting the homeopathic or medicinals, herbal medicine that is saying cures this or fixes this.
Very specific, like lupus and
they're targeting
cancer,
immune diseases and stuff like that. Like medicines for immune diseases. That's one of the biggest things right now because that's one of their biggest money makers, because they basically are killing our systems. They're making everybody get these autoimmune diseases. And then, the people that have those problems are getting on this medication from big pharma, and it's just a big conspiracy that has slowly been deteriorating everybody over the years since like at least the 50s, if not longer. And so now that everybody's going back to the herbal medicine, they're starting to say, hang on, we're going to throw regulations on that. So they can't do that. And that's where it's going. So basically, they're trying to shut everybody down that's doing all the herbal medicine. And that's fine because we can still ship them. You know, we have them. So we can still ship them. We can still share. And if it gets to that point where it's regulated and we can no longer sell our products, then I can start making videos and showing you how to make them yourself. I don't want to do that right now because that'll just obviously hurt my business. But you know, you can find any video you want out there, just like anybody else can.
They didn't make it till midnight Eastern only, not till midnight Central. Their booty was hurting for that long giveaway they were on.
All right.
Yeah, they did that long live. I probably done for a little bit.
After your long one. I know. Right. That's right, Josh. Yeah, she got that out there. If y'all want to go look at that.
We agreed what?
Anything, and it's not right now. They're testing the waters to see how they can go about doing it. And when they figure out how they can shut everybody down, because little people like us ain't going to want to go through all of the regulations and the guidelines and sending our stuff in to get it tested. It'll have to be a certain percentage and it'll have to be, you know, down to the exact measurement. I don't exact measure nothing, you know, unless it's soap. I don't exact measure any of it. You know, I have a way that I do it, and I do it the same way every time, and it works. Doesn't get any kickbacks from Natural Remedies. That's right, because God provides it, not them. So yeah. I
can't tax it.
Yeah, don't sell it, just barter it. Well, I mean, that's why I started making it, you know, for us. And then you make so much of it because it's so abundant and so free. You know, when you grow it or you forage it, God gives it to you. You know, there's an abundance of it. You know, we don't have to make it. You know, it just grows. And so then you turn that into a product that people, you know, can use. And we made so much of it. I was like, well, why don't we just offer it? You know, the people that can't grow it, or the people that can't make the product, you know, or somebody that needs it like ASAP is going to, you know, have it available if they want it. So, I mean, we ain't looking to make a business or killing off of any of it. We just have extra. And if you guys want it, we've got it. You know, we just need some money back for it, basically. And y'all are so far away, you know, most of you so far away, we can't really barter for it. And a shipping cost to eat us more than it would just to, you know, sell it, basically. Yeah, they'll tell you. Well, the problem is the government, they are the big pharma. And the problem with it is that once you go on big pharma and herbal don't cross very well. Just like his mom has an autoimmune disease. She has to take all these medications that is literally deteriorating her body. And she knows it because it's getting worse. And she confessed to me the other day. She's like, hey, you know, this is, you know, it's really starting to get to me. And it's because of all the drugs they've had to put her on. But when she takes herbal stuff, it counteracts it. Like it makes her sick. Her body rejects it almost. Because all those drugs have basically killed your inner doctor. You know, your body's doctor. It fixes itself. And so when you take that ability away from it and give it all these drugs, it quits working. And so when you give it herbals, it's like, I don't know what to do with that. That's not what I'm used to, you know. So you need to order 3. What are you ordering?
Jay said they're just trying to stop the self-sufficiency movement.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I guess 3 tinctures or 3 somethings.
Okay.
We'll go on the website, Brenda, and get those ordered. We'll get those shipped out. Mike just charge for the containers. The contents are free.
The contents are not free. I have to buy the alcohol.
No, you don't sell it as I'm selling a container.
Oh yeah, right.
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 So I need a bottle.
Yep.
Just
I'm
happens
selling
to
a
be
bottle.
What's in it?
That's funny. That's funny.
That's smart.
Be some $10 bottles at least.
It's okay. We can make that work.
Yep. But yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Get ready for it. Either stock up on herbal medicine or be planning to learn how to make it yourself. It's not hard. I learned 2-3 years ago. I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of research. Yep. There you go.
Just send the jars and just send it back with whatever's in it.
So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up and get y'all ready for that because they're trying, dipping their toes in the waters, trying to see what they can do to take it away from us. But as long as we make it for ourselves, I made it for my family. I got into growing it because of my sister. I wanted to help her, and that's why I did it. And then I just started learning everything. I was like, well, why can't I grow it? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? So I just did it, and I did. Easy peasy. So yeah, start getting that under your belt. Start learning about herbals and stuff like that, because it may come a time that it's going to be outrageous for you to buy them. Specifically because of all of the fees and all of the taxes and all of the testing that people are going to have to pay for. They're going to have to yank it on up, and it's going to be expensive.
Thanks for the Happy New Year news. Hey, we're trying to make sure everybody's aware.
I want you to get prepared because it's coming.
And be aware of these things, because I didn't know, but I watched a lot of the news and stuff like that, but I didn't know about this, and she did. So
I just happened to run across it on Instagram. I seen Amy had posted it, and I was like, oh crap.
And I put the link in there while I go, so y'all can go check it out for yourself, and it's on the FDA website.
Yeah, they're just, like I said, they're just getting into it. Just getting into it. It may be years down the road, or it may be in 6 months. However they decide and how much money they want to put into this, how fast they're going to tackle it. So we'll see how it goes, and if we get to where we have to take it down, we'll take it down. I'll watch him too. Yeah. What? The Herbal Jedi.
Wait, that one.
Yeah.
The Herbal Jedi is good.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of him. I can only take him doses. And yeah, I've been watching Amy.
That's cool.
I read a lot of her stuff. I don't really watch like YouTube part of it, but I read a lot of her stuff.
Yeah.
Do y'all have what everything is good for on the website? Yeah. I have like the printout that I have, like with me whenever we go to the meetups and stuff. That printout is actually copied onto the website. So all of that. And you can just Google it, and you can actually learn more of what it does as well, because there's stuff on there that other people have used it for that I just don't have on there, because I can't put everything on there. It's kind of like the PDR for Big Pharma. It's like 3 inches thick, because everything that has ever happened to anybody has to be in there. So I can't put everything on there because my sheets ain't long enough.
I've got to get that stuff. We got to get those other products.
Yeah, I do have 2 products that are new that need to go on there. We just haven't stopped to do that yet.
Here's the description, just like you would get on the page.
Yeah.
It says what it's used for.
That is the actual printout that we just copied over.
Dosage and preparations, warnings, don't eat, stuff like that. I mean, you'd be surprised. Store for up to a year, how to handle it. All that stuff's on the website as well. If you ever need to refer back, if you don't have the copy of the paper, we can get you that. Or if you just wonder, you can go on here and check it out at bootsandbountyhomestead.com.
Yeah, I mean, if you're making something, you can go on there and look. Say, well, what's it good for? I've got this, herb or whatever. What's it good for? If I make a product of it, and it'll be on there, you can look at it.
Yeah, there's tinctures.
Yep.
That's the last one. So yeah, I still got 2 or 3 more things to put on here.
Yeah, we got to put those drops. How is the drops doing for you, Jesse? I think you said you were going to use it on your skin. The ear drops
Oh
that you got. I want to see how they're doing because you're actually the only person that's ever had the drops.
Hey Marie, our Okie Homestead.
I gave them to my nephew for their baby just to have on hand because it's good for like, earaches and ear infections and stuff like that.
We'll try to work on that with it getting in and moving and all that. We didn't get a chance to get those new products on because they got some of them were brewing. That's better. And they got ready about the time we were, being gone to the river and started prepping to pack up and move and moving. We really didn't have a chance to get those up like we wanted to because stuff was packed up and we're just now kind of getting somewhat settled.
Yeah, now I have to regrow all of my herbs because the one that, good. Even the ones that I have outside that I brought with me, I couldn't bring them all because some are annuals, so I have to restart everything anyways.
Just can't have anything with plantain in it.
Okay, the bug bite has plantain in it. And that may be all.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. The bug bite's the only thing I think it has plantain in it.
Oh, that bug bite is something else, man.
Yeah, the bug bite is plantain and
it's good for acne too.
Dandelion, I believe.
Bug bite is good for acne.
So yeah, I'm good. I'm glad, Jesse. I'm glad it is working for you. Good deal. Okay. So yeah, anyways, I'm just throwing that out there. If y'all need to stock up on anything, you might want to be getting ready. Either grow it or find it.
Grow it, get it, find it, go somewhere.
Yeah. I need some herbal, something to keep Lisa from spending my money. She has giveaway fever.
Is that Lisa? Right. Is that Jesse that has that?
Right, Jesse.
Nothing wrong with those
Maybe you ought to try
though.
the feverfew then.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's on the website, though.
Is it?
I think feverfew is one of the new ones that we didn't get on there. You got them alphabetical order. You have to go back one. Yeah, I don't think I got the feverfew on there yet.
Oh, come on.
Nope, it's not on there yet.
Feverfew's not on. The goldenrod's got to get opened back up.
Well, I got a gallon of it that Josh gave to me. I've got brewing. I need to get bottles. I ran out of bottles, and I didn't know it until the other day.
I had to order some, I did. So we're good to go now. Hey, Phil and Tammy.
Hey.
Peterson Farms in Nashville. Amy was talking about making some of it like y'all do. Mm-hmm. You can. We take it. I mean, instead of allergies or taking the allergy medicine from the Walmart or the doctors or all that kind of stuff, take the goldenrod. Y'all have a buku of it up there around your property.
UTIs or kidney infections or anything like that. That's what you do. You use goldenrod for. And see, and that's one of the things with FDA. You can't say, hey, this is for UTIs. You can't say this is for, one specific thing. You'll have to say it's for UTIs and for allergies and for, you have to kind of list a whole bunch of stuff. That way you're not targeting. They're going to start. Yeah, they're going to start implementing the specific targets on the herbal medicine as it's out there. So if they come after us, we'll just say, okay, we'll take it down. No big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I got plenty for my household and some to spare. My friends know where they can find it.
Mm-hmm. We'll let y'all know.
Yep. My friends know where they can find it.
Bring meetups and do all that sort of stuff too. So we're just going to have it on the website.
Well, yeah, to sell publicly.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We'll just swap them stuff for a penny.
I mean, I got it to use for bartering, and I do that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I do that.
It's when I get poison ivy.
Yuck.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yep. Yeah, I think plantain is the only thing it's
the bug bite, yeah.
In the bug bite, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plantain and dandelion is in the bug bite. And that's the only thing that I have that has two things in it. Other than the lemon balm for cold sores. Those two are the only medicines that I make that have anything more than one thing in it. because I don't do that, because like if you were to do the bug bite and I didn't tell you that the plantain was in it, then yeah, you would have allergic reaction. And that's usually why I don't do like combination medicines. And I've told you this before. Like whenever you go online, and there is a somebody that sells them that's fairly close to me, not personally, but regionally, like locally. And she mixes like her own recipes and will put like 5 or 6 different herbs in there and call it something, like call it sleep or call it relax or call it breathe or call it, something like that. And if you take that and have an allergic reaction, you don't know what you're allergic to. You don't know what's causing the allergic reaction, and if think of it this way, if you go to the doctor and have high blood pressure, he don't put you on 5 blood pressure medicines. He puts you on 1 and see if it's going to work. You need to treat herbal medicine the same way like that. Because I would hate for you to have an allergic reaction and not know what you're allergic to, anybody. And that's why I make all of them except the bug bite and the lemon balm. I have 1 ingredient per thing. You're funny.
Would Comfrey help with that? I don't know if it'd be sending like Almond Joy.
It is not sending like Almond Joy, sorry. But no, Comfrey it'll help with that. But sciatica is going to be more of an inflammation thing too.
So
Nothing.
Sciatica, get out of here if you're going to be shortlisted to learn this year. That's it. There you go.
I mean, start with one thing.
Yeah, I tell you what, the easiest thing to do is start with dandelion, because it's usually in your yard, and you need to learn to identify it, learn what parts of it to use for what, learn how to use those parts, and then from there, move on to something else that's in your yard. Jesse says, hey.
Hey.
He's eating.
Oh, wow. Wow, yeah. And see, Emma has digestive problems when it comes to taking like the Tylenol cold and flu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yep. I read that a few months ago too. Yep. And Valsartan is a big blood pressure pill that a lot of people take. That's right. No complex labels to read. Yeah, mine is only 2 things. It'll be that herb and vodka, and that's it. Or the beeswax and the oil and the herb that's infused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be it. Yeah. Yeah, she won't even take it anymore. She'd rather be sick because she don't even want to take my herbal stuff. I have to force her to take the herbal stuff, and I'm like, I threaten her with the Tylenol. Like, well, you know what? You can take the Tylenol. She's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, well, you better take this.
Yep.
Woo, Denise. Hey, pineapple. Denise, if anybody ever gets tested for allergies, they will give you a freaking book, because everybody is going to be allergic to everything.
What about Mom? She's got. They told her she was allergic to cats. She has cats. So, but
it has for
but
years.
It was a specific cat dander that she was allergic to. It just happened to be not the ones that she had. But I mean, at first glance, you're allergic to cats. The heck you say? She's got cats.
Okay. This is where you're going to have to research your tinctures, because you can make them with alcohol, put it in water before you take it, let it sit out for 30 seconds, and the alcohol evaporates. And it's so minute that you won't have any effects from the alcohol anyways. I mean, unless you're like severely allergic to alcohol, but I mean, yeah, it doesn't have any effects on you. When you literally take it, it's like, oh gosh.
She just can't metabolize alcohol.
Okay, you're probably like some form of diabetic or something in that form. No, you're not going to be affected by it. Just drop it in, like, whenever you take it, and like I said, it's such a minute amount that you're just going to put it like in a teaspoon of water. Just drop it in there, count 30 seconds, and then take it, and it'll evaporate.
Where's this?
You might be allergic to good luck.
She took 20 meds, prescription meds, and then she's down to one, just her Emgality.
Good.
One of the meds they prescribed was going to cause damage to her eyes.
Right? And they know this. I'm allergic to lives. They cause me to lose sleep. Yep, they do.
They will. You get hooked on that kind
They
of stuff.
cause us to get behind. Yeah, if you just let it sit
she's
out.
allergic to it. She has hives.
Yeah, whenever you drip it
gosh.
in there, if you just let it sit there for 30 seconds or so, it evaporates out. You can. There's several different ways you can make herbal tinctures in apple cider vinegar. You can make it in glycerin. You can make some of them in water. But that's where you got to learn your herb, because vodka or any kind of alcohol is going to extract the most. Glycerin is only going to extract certain parts. Water is only going to extract certain parts. So that's where you're going to have to learn when you start learning herbalism, start with what your family needs. Find out what you can make for your family right then and get it processing for what you need. You don't need herb, like, okay, it's the same thing for the pantry. Don't grow vegetables you're not going to eat. Yeah, now there's another person that was on here that is a severe diabetic that I let her try some kombucha and it sent her to the doctor because she can't metabolize alcohol either. That's why I was asking, that's why I said you're probably diabetic or something like that. Because like kombucha and kefirs and stuff like that, whenever they ferment, they create that alcohol. And some people cannot digest ferments because of the alcohol in them. If you let them sit too long, they turn into wine, basically. So yeah, she told me that, and I was like, oh crap, I didn't even know that. So I'm learning as I go too. So yeah, with certain herbs, yeah, that's right. So start with herbs you need for problems that your family has. And then you will have to see how to extract what you need out of that herb. Hey, Debsy.
It's a new one. Wherever ink pen's at.
Yeah,
Right?
welcome. Right here, yes. Because yeah, if you, I'm stuck on something. My own blanket. If you have an herb that extracts what you need with glycerin, go for it. I don't use glycerin. Oh, really? Wow. Cedar pollen. Huh. How about that? You can't digest alcohol.
All right. Gosh. You seem to do all right in Kentucky.
Y'all are funny.
I think Jesse and them did all right at the Mexican restaurant.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you just have to learn. If you're, yeah. Hey, Randy.
What now?
Goldenrod. We use a lot of goldenrod, a lot of mullein. That's our go-to. Occasionally the feverfew for headaches. Occasionally the raspberry leaf for our women problems. What else do we have? We got so much up there. The lemon balm Emma takes for ADHD. The wild lettuce is like herbal morphine.
I have pictures for that.
So we take that occasionally when we've done too much.
Later.
But yeah, goldenrod and mullein is the two main ones. I tried feverfew and it didn't work for me. Some do, some don't.
That's easy. Just learning here. Yep.
Awesome. I am too.
We're gonna start somewhere.
I am too, because I have learned over the years, and I mean, you say we've only gotten like maybe 8 on the website. I have learned those, and I have dug deep into those, and that's what I feel comfortable sharing with you guys. And I'm still learning. I don't do just, extravagant amounts of learning about herbs because so many can do so many things.
He said he didn't have his wrench, so I was going to try
Oh.
to swap back over.
Oh, okay.
We've had a couple people that lost their wrenches lately.
Yeah, we ain't doing it. But yeah, I'm not digging into all these weird things that you can't get your hands on. Because if I can't get my hands on it, you can't get your hands on it. It's, I don't know. You got to stay on it. So yeah, I don't offer you guys anything that you can't make yourself if you really wanted to. If you had the time, if you wanted to make it, then you don't have to grow wild lettuce. You forage that. It's everywhere. Once you see it, it'll be everywhere, and there's different forms of it.
Where'd Rick come in?
Yeah, about 5-10 minutes ago. Yeah, you don't need to grow wild lettuce. It is literally everywhere.
We had a spring up at our last house that just out of the blue. We didn't plant it. It just showed up, and then we started harvesting it.
When you create a garden bed, either dandelion or wild lettuce is one of the 2 main things, other than like chickweed, that's going to come up. And then if you protect the wild lettuce and let it grow that stalk and flower, you'll have it everywhere. All right.
Put on screen.
And see, yeah, that's Amanda, right?
Yeah. Amanda and Fern. Hey, Fern.
Getting used to y'all's name. Hey, Amanda and Fern. Yeah, I buy everything locally. My bottles may come from China, but that's about it. I don't even know where they come from. Probably China. But everything I make, I grow, or it's in my yard, or I get it at the river at the cabin.
Yeah.
And I mean, you'll see the stuff where I grow it, where I harvest it. You will see what you are taking. They're in my videos. And that's another thing about the person I was talking about earlier, how she mixes all these different herbs and stuff. I'm like, I don't personally know where you get your infusions from. I don't know how you're making your stuff. I have videos on some of them for the members and stuff on some of those that I make, and you see exactly how I make it, and it's on the website now. You've seen me make it on the video if you remember, because I did some of those.
Mm-hmm.
So everything I sell, everything that's back here, other than the beeswax and the oil, both of those are organic, and both of them are gotten in the United States. And
elderberries.
And elderberries. Until mine leaves are already starting to come on my elderberries. Yeah, they're already starting to come out. I'm like, y'all think it's springtime since it's 75 degrees out here? But yeah, the elderberries is the only thing that I had to source, and that come from Star West Botanicals. Yeah, Roberta, that's the only medicine I have to take is for my migraines, and it's blood pressure medicine. Yeah. But it's super low. Randy did a mail call. Did you see that?
I did not. Pop up.
I didn't see it pop up. Off the wall prepper. Hey, earlier.
Oh, I didn't say that, Randy. I would have to check that out because he wasn't home yet. Last time I asked about it, he said that Shannon had it, but he hadn't made it home yet to see it.
Right, that's right. Well, he did a mail call.
That was last week. Okay, I'll have to go check that out, Randy.
I hadn't seen that pop up though.
Hey, off the wall prepper. Homegrown is the only way to go. Still getting jabbed?
I don't know what it is.
Shouldn't say that. They'll think you're getting a shot or something in here.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, not doing that.
Anywho, so if y'all need help on any herbs, or if you have any problems and want to know where to start, let me know. y'all can reach out to me. Almost half of you probably have my phone number. If not, it's online. It's whatever. Reach out to
We're
me.
easy to
So-
contact. One
Yeah,
way or the
social
other.
media, email, it's out there.
Hang.
Yeah, I hang mine. I don't like the dehydrator because sometimes you cook them. But I will be doing something different pretty soon. We'll get with y'all and let you know about all that when that time comes. But yeah, we just hang them. And at our last house in the bay window, that's where I hung them in the bay window. Excuse me. Hey, Emma. No. Sonny's place. We was talking about your name the other day, and he was like, "Why do you call her Emma? Her channel's name is Sunny Place." I said, "Because Emma is the name of it, and Sunny's Place is like, was it your father-in-law or something that you named it after?" But yeah, we're on Instagram. I'm on TikTok, not for homesteading reasons, but
I want to do that.
Instagram and Facebook, and I don't know what else. What?
Working on the homestead and making another rain catch system for emergency purposes.
Yeah, we'll be doing that too.
Oh,
I've
I'm
been
excited
reading up
about
on that. If I wanted to send dandelion to somebody, how would you recommend package it?
Flowers.
What are you sending? Are you sending flowers or leaves or roots or all of it? It just depends. But I mean, I would send it all dry. Whatever you do, just send it all dry in a Ziploc bag.
Get it dry first and then send it.
Yeah.
But-
If you send it fresh, it's going to be wilted, of course, by the time you get there. And if it has no airflow, it may mold.
Yeah.
So
And if it gets lost like our elderberry did,
yeah.
Instead of 2 days, it ended up being 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, that could make a huge difference in whether it's still viable or not. So it was best
Yeah.
to dry it first.
Mm-hmm. Now the leaves, they'll dry pretty fast. The flowers will take a couple of weeks. The roots, I would actually clean them off and roast them in a dry cast iron skillet. And just get them dry and then send them that way. We don't have any Nikki, what?
Nicole.
Oh, is she in here? Hey,
Yeah.
Nicole. We don't have any water catchment system yet. That is
That's
in the
coming.
works. I've been reading on that and studying up on that and trying to decide what may be the best that I think. And then, of course, he has his ways, that he thinks will be the best. We will come together and make what we think will be the best.
I had a really big bucket right here out the
And-
front window.
Yeah. And then, as we live, we will see what we did wrong. And then we will change it. Logan, her channel is Emma at Sunny's Place. Her channel is named after Matt's grandfather. He was the first of the family, served in the Navy during World War II, and started the family pecan orchard. He passed before we met, so it's a way to honor him. That's
why it's
who
about
Sunny is.
That's
Yep.
cool.
I knew it was somebody.
I knew it was somebody in the family, but I didn't know who. I thought they were still living there.
First to farm.
What?
First of the family to farm. I got you.
No, it's not. It's a text message.
We are in West Tennessee. Yep. We are
Said
in
like
West
it. I said
Tennessee.
yes. Sent you a thumbs up.
Yes,
I can't
I've
do
been
this
looking
and
for
test
IBC totes. We've got 2 55-gallon drums that we are maybe going to be looking into putting on the chicken run on the what's it called, coop.
Yes.
And catching their water from there.
My father-in-law's name is also Sunny.
Yeah, there's what's it called? I don't even see mom and daddy on here. What's that thing called? It's like a valley in the roof where this roof comes in and meets with the roof going out that way. It's that big long valley right there. That's what he's talking about, that comes off right here like a freaking Niagara Falls.
We just danced this past Friday off Wallpaper. I don't know if we're gonna go this weekend or not. We're debating. We're going. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I know we're not going Saturday. If we do, it'll be on Friday.
But this house has no gutters on it, and that's one of the things that we're gonna have to get started. Are we sharing name stories?
Oh,
Sure.
gosh.
My mother decided to name my twin brother.
Me, my twin brother after a married couple on Days of Our Lives.
Josh and Jessica?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yes.
That's funny.
And Jessica is a twin.
You're closer. I have a 15.
I went to school with both of them.
100 half in ground and half above, 4 55-gallon, 2 275-gallon, and a 450. Oh man.
The 275 of the IBC totes, the 450s.
Oh yeah.
And then the 55 gallon.
That's a lot of water. What did
Yep.
Betsy ask where we lived? We are
Yeah.
in West Tennessee.
I told her. Yep, we're in West Tennessee.
Sorry, I just saw that.
And I was looking up our zone the other day.
Well, hurry up, Josh.
Just because I was curious. I don't really think it changed.
I thought you said we moved from a B to an A.
I thought we moved from 7B to 7A, but the almanac for the frost dates is like the same, if not a hair later, which would be, I think it's still the same.
But it would be, only thing that really affect would be the grow season, right?
By a week, I'm always 2 weeks late, so it ain't gonna affect me none.
Almost a month late.
It ain't gonna affect me none. I use an IBC tote for automatic hog water. Yeah, we're gonna have to get into stuff like that.
It's coming.
And then we're going to have to jack these floors up because these things are kind of bouncy. And that's why everything kind of shakes as everybody walks. But it's just in the living room and under the island. So we'll have to do that sometime whenever we have time. I'm worried about getting my garden in and getting my chickens. And yeah, it'll still be the same. I'm not worried about it. Ain't going to affect me none. Half of what we were paying. I bet. Yeah, I've been reading on it a lot. And, you can get sucked into a lot of what people say. And this is where my dad comes into play a lot. We get to talking about stuff. If he thinks it's a good idea, he'll do it before I get a chance to do it, and he'll be like, yeah, let me show you what I did. And I'll walk out there and it'll be something I told him that I was going to try, but he did it first. Oh my gosh. That's nuts.
What?
Yeah, I might have to put a beam up or something.
What?
Jessica said the upstairs is bouncy stuff falls off Carmen's bookshelves.
Oh, dang.
Really need to get on there. We need some hands. Let me tell you, Josh, we need some hands. We're going to add
Josh has been saying that for how long?
I'm
ready to see Jessica Sipes get some chickens of her own.
I know it. I almost want to go over there and video
When she
the
does
first
it.
time she gets her chickens.
That would be so. She's got the room now.
Yep. Y'all need give Jessie a hand. Sipes up there. Give Jessica a hand.
Yep.
She's now got some land. She's now going to have all the things farming and homesteading and gardening.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to have all the things. She's been planning it for years.
She's got a whole diagram and everything. She's ready.
She's ready. She's got her vision board. But yeah, she said, yeah. I feel the excitement down the road. I feel the excitement coming all the way down here.
Fall preppers, they got chickens and goats coming in the spring.
Oh yeah. But yeah, when you start looking into stuff, you can get so caught up into what everybody says and what everybody does that you lose focus of being like minimal. Because you can go out and you can buy all the stuff everybody talks about. You can buy all the stuff that you use to build yourself, whatever you're talking about. But really, if you think about something as easy as like the rain catchments and stuff. What did they do when they didn't have IBC totes? What did they do, back in the day when they didn't have 55-gallon drums? What did they do when they didn't have the options that we have?
Mhm.
You know, yeah, it's good if you have the money that you want to, you know, make it better because you now have the stuff available to make it better. Yeah, 100% go for it if you that's what you want. You know, but really if you know you're researching stuff, don't get sucked into all this throwing all your money into it. And that happened with like all these new gardeners. You know, they went out, they bought all these fancy raised beds and paid all this money for, you know, all this dirt bag soil and all this mess. And it's like it cost people hundreds and hundreds of dollars when they could have literally went out there and dug a hole and planted something, you know, and it not cost them anything. You know, that you get so sucked into what everybody and everything's doing, you know, just sit back and be like, okay, how can I do it without that and see where it gets you, you know? Yeah. And see, a lot of people, I read yesterday that you can actually get a concrete septic tank for like less than $2,000 if you want to spend that money and, and put a septic tank in for like a big cistern. And you can also cut the side out of it and use it as like a storm shelter or root cellar or something like that, you know? Exactly. Yeah, and see that's our problem, Roberta, is that we want to have their set up the way we think it's going to work. We'll adjust, you know, as we get them and as we live and learn. You know, but you've got to have that setup ready for whatever you're getting. And you know, that's why we haven't gotten anything yet. And we're just trying to see excuse me, we're trying to see what kind of critters are around here and before I explode here in a minute. You know, we're still trying to learn the area and learn what we're going to have to prepare for. Yep. And see, off the wall prepper, I think that's Kim. Um, that don't cost you anything. You know, we got a pond. We can put our animals and stuff back there. You know, we got a pond. They can drink out of that. Um, you know, for a while. I know you got to have clean water and all that. You know, but you know, in a pinch, they could do that. Um, and my dad told me an idea the other day about, you know, that we had talked about doing a test run to see how it would work um, on the garden. He was like, "Oh, I'd just go out there and da 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 da." You know, I was like, "We could do that in a section to see if that would work," but I really want to do it my way. But for those people that don't have a garden bed, you know, and want to just go out and dig a hole, basically, you know, then we would see if it would work. I'm ready, Roberta. I took the old ones out last year. I'm building new ones, stuff I got to work. Right. See, I got a bunch of, well, we redid our deck, and that's how we built most of our stuff. And then I got some wood from one of my doctors that was rebuilding the office, and the stuff that he tore down, we went and got a bunch of good wood and stuff like that.
KJ.
Jessica sees you back there, Logan.
He's playing basketball. He's got a
JCG.
No, I'm playing football.
Oh.
He said he's playing football.
You were going in and out of your room like you were playing basketball.
You really have to prep for a mountain lion. Oh Lord. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's it. Just cleared out my raised bed garden and I'm transitioning to no big. This growth. Yeah, and see, you try different stuff. Mm-hmm. And see, I've never paid for anything out of all my stuff I did. I've never paid for anything except the railroad ties, and I almost had them free too. But I had to go get them. I had to actually go buy them.
Mm-hmm.
KJ. See, I called you Kimberly. Is that not right? No, KJ.
That's a guy.
Is it?
Yes. Christina is that Ozark Dragon.
Okay, my bad. KJ. Okay. I seen everybody else putting your name up as KJ, and I was like, I thought her name was Kim.
Oh.
Okay, my bad.
That's KJ. It's a dude.
My bad. Well, I knew that, but you know, some dudes are
How
Kim.
rude.
Some dudes are Kim, like some dudes are Casey. You know.
Hey, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, someone still ain't come down here yet.
But yeah, back to the raised beds. I mean, we went to the Cotton Gin and got all of our dirt from them. And then the metal I got from a friend that tore down a barn. The wood come off the deck. We bought the cattle panels and the center blocks, and that was about it. But I mean, as far as the raised beds, I mean, we had pallets and all that mess. We planned on doing stuff, but we just didn't have time to take all that crap apart. He didn't want to help me.
What?
Yeah. I apologize. I apologize, KG. I apologize. Let's see. He was practicing his dancing, right?
That's
We
right.
got old livestock tanks for years. Yep. The ones that leak to the raised beds. Yep. I got mineral buckets.
That's a good idea.
I got mineral buckets. And you know, I seen our neighbor down here got a whole bunch of them mineral buckets. I thought about hitting him up and see what he's got.
Yeah.
Yep. Mark said he's sad. His garden is on hold a little bit longer.
Well, he lost everything, so he's got to rebuild the house before he worried about a garden.
She said, "You can keep them mountain lions up there with you where they belong."
With you.
That's funny.
Yeah, not down here, that's for sure.
Oh, bushcraft. Woo!
Oh no, thank you.
It is exciting. I did a build one. If you go for it, what if this is our steam?
You still
Okay.
gotta clean them.
Now, there's a product you can get. There's a Shackley product that you can get called Basic G that keeps the algae from growing. But just make sure you keep the sun out of them. And of course, with the cement cisterns, it's not going to be, as long as you keep the sun out of it, it shouldn't grow it. But you can put some Basic G in it. And if anybody would like to look at that or anything like that, or want to order some, my mom sells it. And that's what we put in our chicken water, in the waterers, because they're the I say the clear ones. They got the white lids, the frosty lids with the red bottoms and the black screw on tops. We got those waterers for our chickens, and they would grow algae so fast. So I started putting like, I don't know, maybe 3 tablespoons or something in it, and it's like 5 gallons of water. Probably don't even need that much. But we would let it drink down, and then because it doesn't hurt them, it's all natural and everything. And then once it gets down, probably down 3/4 of the way, we would put more water in it, but we didn't refill the Basic G every time. So it would kind of continue to work 3 or 4 refills. Linseed oil to treat the boards, yeah. Actually sitting on deck. I don't think so. Free's a great price, ain't it, Barb?
Oh man, we built a whole garden bed for free. Those timbers I found at the dumpster, somebody threw them away and set them on the ground at the dumpster.
Landscaping timbers.
I hauled off trash, loaded up the timbers, and brought them home, and we made another garden bed out of them.
Sure did. It was another 8x16. Yeah, another 8x16 bed. Denise says she's halfway done. Yay.
Oh, you blowing through that then? Shoot.
Should I do a video on making one? I have to build a couple more for
some people at work.
Yeah,
if you're doing anything like that, you need to make a video and put it out, because I mean, you're like me, not doing a whole lot of videos or anything putting out, and you've hit your 1K subs, so you definitely need the watch hours to help push you on up. So
anything, you need the watch hours, so I make videos on everything right now.
Everything should be a video. You walk out the house, you should be videoing.
Back here? Yeah.
No. Huh?
Yeah, is that your thermostat glowing in the back hallway? Yeah, right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it stays on. It don't ever go to sleep.
It dims. It dims at nighttime.
Does it?
Yes.
I don't get up at nighttime.
That's why you don't realize it dims like 20%.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Huh.
That's why, because she's in bed.
Who's up at 10 o'clock?
Skinner Farms.
I guess y'all are talking.
KJ.
Oh, shoot.
Pretty sure No, Mike has to get up early. We did see our seeds in storage the other day. It had a big old box in the back, and
On the very
on
top.
the top of a stack that I can't reach right now. It says seeds on the side of it, so got to be making my way to that pretty soon. But
I don't have any garden beds.
once
It don't matter.
well, yeah, that too. But as soon as we can get the paneling done in the shed, and then we start bringing that stuff out, that whole front half of that storage building's coming out.
Because it's all my sewing machines.
It's all her sewing machines and cabinets and stuff that's going to go out there. So it's just a matter of time. And well, that'll get done before I need those seeds. Before she needs to start seeds, but she's supposed to start onions, wasn't you?
Uh-huh. I think I'm going to order them. I think I'm actually going to order them this year.
That's it, yeah. Wait till next
Or
year.
just do without them. I mean, whatever.
It's just onions. I mean,
I know. We can live without onions.
we can plant something
I can get them.
later.
I can, I don't know, buy them or whatever. You can't plant them later. You have to plant them next year.
Well, Jessie G can do it.
She's already behind too. She ain't no beds.
She's serving the house. She put in Carmen's room.
They fall off the shelf.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah.
Uh-huh. See
Okay.
your little smart tail.
Sure she
That
could.
blew up in his face, didn't it?
No, sure she can put them somewhere. She's got room.
Hmm.
Look at
That's neat, Mike.
no.
I don't know that ours does that, does it?
No, I don't think
Never
so.
looked for that kind of lumber either, though.
In the ground garden again. Ugh, bless you. But you got a tractor, so.
Yeah, bring that with you when you come. And I have a tractor. Oh, that's neat, Denise.
That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We did it.
Awesome.
We did it on a shelf last year
Yeah, my pantry shelves.
on a pantry
I don't know
shelf.
where I'm going to put my stuff this year. I may just have to wait until like April, March, probably March, and start my summer seeds. I don't think I'm gonna get in broccoli and cabbage and all that stuff.
Well, once the other phases
I need to be
of the
starting it
shed
now.
get done, you could do them in there, but not won't be this year.
Right.
I call them phases because I don't want to tell them what we're doing. So once the other phases are done, then that opens up more space.
I know.
To do that sort of stuff.
I know.
Stay tuned if you want to know what I'm talking about.
Oh my! Tornado warning in Arkansas.
Oh gosh.
Wow. Yep, poop in his face.
Where?
Poop.
I didn't see it.
All over there.
She just needs some chickens.
Oh Lord, Josh.
She needs some chickens. Oh, we don't need no more seeds. I don't know if we even need to buy any seeds because
I'm not buying any.
we
seeds
loaded
this
up last year and the year
year.
before.
No seeds this year.
We did all the clearance. And what else we got? Oh, we want to do fruit trees. That's what we got to get into over here.
Yes, and I'm doing a neat way of getting mine.
I keep hearing this. I know what she's talking about. I want to see how it plays out.
Me too. I ain't never
And
done
I
it.
hope it plays
It's
out.
possible.
Because if not, then I've got to get behind the gun, and
Well, next fall we'll be ordering everything.
then we're gonna be behind.
Which tractor? The one with the tiller on the back.
The one you.
Ah, shoot.
She's looking at the weather.
Oh, it's probably up near Jonesboro, up north of Jonesboro. That's where it looks the worst.
Hey, Janice and BJ. Hey, everyone. Sorry I'm late. You're not late. You are here fashionably on time.
Pocahontas.
You're here the time you were meant to be here. Waldron, Arkansas, where Drew and Lindsay and Jeff are. That's surprise somewhere in that mix. Huh.
There's a Jonesboro, Louisiana. I did not know that.
Oh no, that mess with the tornadoes headed this way. It's still in Arkansas. I doubt it. It'll probably end up
It
going.
doesn't look like any of that's going to be coming across here.
That should be northwest of us. And you.
Yeah. It's way up. Dyersburg is barely going to get any. And then the worst of it's coming across southern Arkansas and northern Louisiana. So we won't get any of that. We'll just be all green. All the red stuff is like split. Yeah.
That's right, Josh.
Oh, goodness. All right. Keep
Do
that
y'all have
stove
any-
south.
Do y'all have any questions for us?
Yeah, it shouldn't have come across you, Denise, either.
Oh gosh. Well, if he goes north of Dyersburg, goes in Kentucky, maybe.
It's barely going to go across Kentucky from what it looks like.
Not good for all them, but good for me.
Right?
They're an ice storm warning.
Where
to
the heck
Barb.
are you at?
Good night.
Ice storm. I should know where you're at. I've sent you stuff.
It's not on my list, but I know she's in. I know we got her.
Way up north. Minnesota, South Dakota. Where you at?
Hang on.
Oh. And there ain't nothing really over y'all. Miss Brenda? Well, there's some going out of Tulsa.
She's in Iowa.
Okay. Iowa. Where the heck is Iowa? Minnesota. Oh, there's Iowa. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sioux Falls is like blue. Oh, Denise.
Brenda said they're in a tornado
I'm
watch.
sorry.
Fuel bill's gonna kill me down and back with a big trailer to bring everything. Because you've been waiting too long. Now you
Steven
got
said he's going to pay for it.
nothing else. We'll have to get a U-Haul truck or something.
Steven said he's going to pay for it. Brenda's in Oklahoma.
I'll pay for it out of her money.
You got all my money anyways. We going to get some goats or a cow or some piggies? I don't know.
I don't know what you're gonna get. You've got plenty of room over there.
What I want eventually to get is a mini dairy cow. Because
she wants a
I want a
mini-
mini one.
Mini.
I don't need 3 gallons of milk a day. And I don't necessarily, I hadn't talked myself into getting a goat yet to milk. I don't know if I want to do all that. So I would like, holy crap.
Brenda said that electric bill went from
Yeah.
$153 2 months ago, and it's now $410. Oh my gosh!
For an RV? Gracious.
Woo.
That's nuts.
Mm.
But yeah, that's kind of what I've kind of decided on, is getting some kind of mini dairy cow, mini Jersey, something like that. I'm just not all in for goats yet. I mean, I want goats, yeah, but we're not gonna eat them. Unless it just really gets hard pressed. But but the only other thing a goat would do for me would be for milk, and I'm not doing a milk. I'm a goat and a cow. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go with a mini cow. And I even thought about it. I was like, well, if Jesse doesn't want to come over here and milk my cow when we go to the river, we might just have to load her up and take her with us. Then we could just milk her up there. That's why I want a mini cow. She can go to the river with us.
That's the first time I've heard that part.
It's went through my head because I seen on Instagram Ballerina Farm. I think it was Ballerina Farm. She actually took their Jersey with them, like a full size Jersey cow, with them on vacation.
For what?
For a week. They loaded her tail up in the trailer and took her with them.
Good catch.
Yeah.
Just said, I'll milk it.
Get both of you, don't have to decide. No, I have to put up both of them.
New Jersey would be fantastic.
New raises in the last 2 months. Oklahoma Gas and Electric got 2 new raises in the last 2 months. I bet they did. Well, we got a lot of trees. If you come over here and see my property, we don't have a whole lot of grass like that.
I think it's meant the goats.
But the goats won't eat the trees down. They'll eat the bark off.
Right.
We're cutting down some trees. I don't know. Mini cows, mini glasses of milk. Right?
you want goats, you better build a fence
Jesse
that
said,
holds-
I'll milk it. I know you will.
that holds water.
Huh?
If you want goats, you better build a fence that holds water. Because
I know. And see, that's why I don't want to fool with all that mess. Goats jump.
Logan, get it.
Goats jump. Goats run. Goats are fast. Cows are not. Aw. See, I want a mini cow, and then I want to have a calf, and then that way we have the option to either sell the calf or for our meat. You know, we could do beef if we wanted to. We have that option whether we could keep it or we could sell it. I'm sorry, we buffering. We're good now. He's got
Good
it
for
pulled
me.
up over there. It's been good for him so far.
Yeah.
Make the cow your emotional support animal, right? Have to go everywhere with us. Goats are escape artists. Yes.
It's to clear
See,
mind.
that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm leaning against not having goats. They're cute and all, but I don't know. I want my farm to be calm. If you have one, Josh, yes, that'd be great. But I want my farm to be calm, and I'm not chasing animals all the time. Mama don't have time for that.
I got one too, Josh.
Remember, they do rock climb. Yep.
Cows
Get out
are
of
very
fence and
fast.
Escape for them. Yep. Cows are very. Not these that get out around here.
Oh,
They just get out and eat our grass. It's
The
a
na-
free lawn mowing service.
the neighbors' cows get out.
Yeah, he raises beef cows next door. So he's got like hundreds of them over there, and they love to get out.
And they love to come to our front yard and side yard.
Because they get out in the fence back there by the pond where it's like virtually no fence. And they just walk right on through, and they walk around our property, like not through our property, but they walk around our property. And we'll see him
Mhm.
walking down the street, and I'll text him, your cow's right again. He'll be like, thank you. And then you'll see him like an hour later after he gets the cows put up, he's riding the fence trying to find where they got through.
Mm-hmm.
40 acres. No, sorry. We had 40 does. I can't see. I can't read. At one time years ago. Yeah. Yep. That was it.
Got to get out sold. That's what he said. Those ones that kept getting out, if he didn't figure out or able to keep them in, he was going to do something with them.
Yeah.
Because he got tired of the same six. It was the same 6 ones getting out every time.
Yep.
So he kept trying to find out where that. He said, I think I got it. Well, it wasn't 3 days later, and it was out again. Have you ever tried to catch a cow that's running? No.
I just let it run until it tires out, and then I'll go get it.
We're downsizing our goats a little since Shannon went back to work. Don't get the fainting goats, but that's the fun.
Emma wants a fainting goat.
They teach each other bad habits. I bet they do. Oh, yeah. Pygmy and dwarf goats are small enough to not jump the 4-foot cattle panel fence.
Well, see, I want the Nigerian dwarf.
They'll
if I
their
get one of them,
horns and heads stuck in holes, though.
yeah. See, I want it. I'm not getting no big ass goats. I ain't doing all that. If I get goats, I'm gonna get the Nigerian dwarf goats. But then, okay, here's my reasoning. Okay, I'll do goats for milk if I have to. I would do goats for milk. But I want to make. Oh shoot.
Josh.
Anyways, now see, Steven won't even be here when a cow or goats get out. It would be me having to chase them down, or I just let them run and be
So,
like, Steven,
no.
come down the road, just run them on back to the house.
Somebody else just scoop them up by then.
Yeah, whatever. What a joke, hey. But the Nigerian dwarfs won't give me enough, I don't think, unless I have several, and Mama ain't got time to be out there milking for hours. I got to go to work. But I want to do butter. I want to do cheeses. I want to do, stuff like that. I want to make as much as I can myself, and I want to learn the art of making cheese. I want to do, not just mozzarella or ricotta or, whatever. I want to do cheddar cheeses and, get into stuff like that.
Right.
I don't think the Nigerian dwarf goats are going to give me enough to be able to master that skill. But I don't want enough. I don't want so much out of a big cow that I'm getting three gallons of milk a day because
Mm.
I have nowhere to store them, and I ain't putting no more freezers or refrigerators in my bedroom at the moment. Not doing it. So
Mm.
I want to have the mini cow to get started. Let me see how I can get through the milk that she gives me, and then go from there. If I want to downsize, like this is too much, then I can downsize. If I want to go up because I can handle it, then I could do that. Raise more goats. See, we're not going to eat them. We don't do goats like that. We do. I mean, we do deer. And if we have, if we get a cow that has a calf on it, or if we breed her later, then we would obviously have our beef for that. So, and it would just be kind of a one-time kill thing because, Emma hunts deer, and that's what we've ate for the last 3 or 4 years. Specifically, I couldn't tell you the last time we bought beef.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's my thinking behind it. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. That was a Kentucky thing.
Yep.
A border collie to bring the livestock home. There you go. My aunt and uncle have border collies. I like them. Yeah. See, we'd have to talk about getting a livestock guardian dog when that time comes.
Yeah.
So we would have to definitely do that.
And that's a conversation we've discussed, but it's something. There's so many things that are going to happen before we get to that point that we're not really even worried about that yet.
Hey, Grubby. Says Cabrito is good eating. I don't know. Is the freezer in the bedroom? Steven can have ice cream bar in the middle of the night. No, they are gone
Randy,
now. They have moved out.
The freezers are actually in the shed where they're supposed to be. Well, where they are. So that's what they are right now.
Mike said we can have his kids to go chase the animals.
There you go.
Right? Wish I could have goats to live in town, 3 chickens, 2 rabbits. Yep. Well, see, when we lived in the city just 3 months ago, right? We could only have 5 chickens, but of course, y'all know we had more than that. But you can only have 5 hens, no roosters, no goats, no rabbits, no nothing like that. You could have 5 hens, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of course, we had a sheriff's deputy that lived at the end of our street that had 3 roosters, so whatever. As long as you don't get told on, I mean, it's fine. What are they going to do? Come and take them? I mean, you can get more.
Be a good way to go, Josh. Be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yep.
Yeah, he sends his dog out there. There's a Rottweiler. It runs the cows back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's short on that. That was pretty good. Told him that would do well. 6 hens, no bees.
Bees is coming. He just don't know it yet.
Oh yes, I do. She's been talking about it since the other house.
Well, I make products with the beeswax. So why not raise your own bees? You get honey and you get the pollination, and then you get the beeswax. Why not? He said, no, you keep your butt away from them. That's why you don't get stung. He said, and then you get stung. Huh? Oh, I'm getting bees. Do you know how high honey is?
Oh, yeah.
It's like stupid, expensive. I was looking, somebody was selling theirs. I'm not going to say who it was. I just thought about it. I know who it was. I looked at her website, 16 ounce, which is a pint, was like $26. I'm like, you have lost your mind. I'm getting bees. Yep, I'm getting bees. And see, I have honey in a lot of my herbals and stuff that I make. Fire cider, we call it onion juice, but the honey cough syrup. I mean, I use honey in a lot of stuff.
There's honey. It's
no. That's on Walmart.
No, I'm just saying some of these.
I'm talking about real homesteaders.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying how much honey costs in general.
Yeah. Let me see. Hang on.
It's 32 ounces for $14.
What did I say?
With James at the hospital.
Oh, okay.
He's a lot better.
Yeah. See? A pint.
Mm.
A pint.
$26.
$26.
A pint.
A pint. No, you done lost your mind.
Woo.
I
Oh.
would rather learn how to keep bees than pay $26 for a pint.
Mhm.
Because one, that particular person is not local to me. So it's not going to help any kind of allergies. And see, we've got
not near the anthill, Josh.
Yeah. And I let him hear something the other day. It was 1960 something. What was it? 1960 something. They were talking about the A word 21 that just went into effect, because then they have the A word 25 and they have the A word 30. I don't want to get flagged on here, but it was a president that was talking about it, and to the T named everything on there back in 1960. I had already done told people about it. And yeah, it happened.
Mhm.
It happened. About 5 gallons for $250. Wow.
Seems cheap.
$50 for a gallon. Yeah, that was 1 quart for 26. So yeah, you getting a deal. As long as it's, local, and I mean, I'm talking about local and from a personal farm, not commercially, processed or sold. Excuse me. Yeah, that's just because I've seen her hives. I've seen her stuff, and she's not local to me, so the allergy part of it's not going to help me a bit.
Right.
Not local. And I don't know anybody around here. I'd have to go back to our last town to be able to get honey, I guess. And even the person that I bought them from, which I bought 2 last year, and I bought from him 2 years ago, his first year that he actually got bees. This is one of our close friends. He sold his for $10 a pint. Okay, not bad. I went ahead and got 2 because I was broker than I am now. So I got I got 2 of them. I'm like, that's my limit. I made those suckers last. I think I just used one of them up like not too long ago, because those do not go in my products. Those do not go in my, everyday usage. Those go in special stuff. So I just finished it up, but I just got another one. And he said that the other local honey sellers rode his tail so much because everybody else was selling theirs for $20 a pint, and he sold his for $10 a pint. And they were like, we can't compete with that.
Good.
And yeah, so I mean, he sold out like, that, and everybody kept going to him because his was so much cheaper. And this year he sold his for $20 a pint because they rode his butt so bad.
I wouldn't
have either. You go sell what you think yours is worth. Theirs must be gold because obviously this other person's is literally gold. But I mean, I know it takes work. It does. I'm not dishing about that, but it's expensive. And for honest to goodness people like us that want honey like that, you just can't afford it. I mean, that is, whew.
So yeah, I'll be seeing that here too before too long.
It does. It does, Deb. It does. Like my stuff is fairly cheap compared to a lot of other homesteader stuff. Because I've looked some of theirs up. I sell twice the amount for half the price. And my stuff sits there. Their stuff flies off the shelves. Just because I'm not as well known as some of them. But that's okay. I still have my family's medicine.
Yeah.
It don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to sell it, but I offer it, as an extra. I have extra, so I want to share it. If you want it, there it is. If not, I will keep it for my family. We hardly eat honey either. Well, we don't actually eat honey. I'm the only person that uses it. I use it like sometimes in my coffee, or when I make the copycat Starbucks, that I make every now and then. I'll put some in that. It really just depends. The good stuff doesn't get used a whole lot because it's too expensive. It doesn't go in everything, but I buy the cheaper stuff, but the best of the cheap stuff to use in my other stuff. So if you know what I mean. The best of the stuff I can afford easily to use a lot of. Because a lot of stuff I use, it's like 1, 2, 3 cups at a time.
Yeah.
I just spent $26 on 2 cups to go on a pint. I don't think so. Not going to happen. Buffering. Buffering. Y'all not going to get to hear my rant.
Yeah. Well,
Maple syrup here in Canada. Maple syrup is something I've been looking at because our time to harvest that comes up about February. And we have an oak tree and we have a pecan tree. I don't know what this ratty mess is out front of something half dead. I don't know. Uh-huh. But yeah, maple syrup is something I've thought about looking at. Now it doesn't take a lot of work because you just have to tap it, and put it in the buckets or whatever. It's the cooking down part of it that takes like hours, like overnight hours, to cook all the water off. You get a 5-gallon bucket and end up with like a quart jar of maple syrup. It's nuts. It's nuts. Hey, Mr. Jimmy.
You're not late. You're here right on time.
Yeah, well, we're just gonna have to run. Since it being the holiday weekend and neither one of us had to work today, we've got to do week prep. Yeah. See, I want to do that too.
Let's take your groceries.
We got to go get groceries. Just a few to go. I don't have many things to get. Just like, the string cheese that I can't make myself yet, and the sausage that I can't make myself yet. And yet. So, yeah.
I know a guy.
Yeah, 40-to-1 ratio for maple syrup. I want to try it to say I tried it, just to see. I'll try just about anything once. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'll try just about anything once. Maple syrup is one of those things that I want to try. Yeah, I give extra stuff away. Farmers market prices was set. Nobody undersold anyone. Yeah, now see, when I go to the farmers market, I will match their prices, and stuff like that for vegetables and stuff. Now, my products are set. They're my products. That's what I feel they are worth value for someone to buy them for their health. I could say, yeah, my stuff is, very good. It's very expensive. But normal people like us, I want you to be able to get what you need. I don't want to overprice nothing because then you'll be like, well, I can't afford that. I don't want to do that because I price stuff as how I would want to buy it.
Right.
Honest to God. I price my stuff saying, would I pay $15 for that? Yes, I would. Would I pay $25 for it? No, you would not get my money because I don't see it worth $25. That's the way I price my stuff. What would I pay for it? Now, when I go to farmer's market, yes, when I take, because we have a farmer's market down the road, and I thought about going to one of the next towns over, depending on how much stuff I grow this year, I would like to go to the farmer's market and be able to sell it. And I've never been to a farmer's market. I've never been to a farmer's market. So I don't know how anybody prices their stuff. I would just have to kind of look around and see, maybe go once or twice and then go back. So your belief on how to price y'all stuff is why I'm a subscriber. Good, down to earth, honest people. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you. Yeah, and I seen, what was that guy's sign up at the river? He said, I price my stuff for my talent, not your budget. Or something like that. My prices are for my talent, not your budget.
I think so.
Yeah, it was something like that. And I was like, that's good. But, how much, Casey's a tightwad though. Yep. It depends. But I mean, like my sewing, when people ask me, how much do you charge to hem a pair of pants? I charge $6 if it's just a regular hem. If you go anywhere else in West Tennessee, the cheapest you'll find is probably $10 or $15. But my prices are my mama's prices, and my mama's prices have been the same since the 90s. That's just the way I see it. If you want to go get your your pants hem for $20, you go do that. But I'm gonna charge $6. And I'm still gonna do just as good of a job. If not
Remember
better.
who is local and takes care of you. Why support someone that's only here when they want to be? Spend your money truly local.
Do what?
Support someone that's only.
Oh yeah, okay. I know what
Why
you're saying.
support someone?
Yeah. That's why Heather is sitting on so much homemade soap. I've got to make some more.
Yes.
I've got to make some more. Steve was like, I just went and got one bar, and there's one more bar in there, and I'm like, it takes like 4 weeks to cure. So
No, not the hot. Hot doesn't.
I can hot process it in a pinch. I can.
Well, I'm fixing to be in a
but
pinch.
but it doesn't.
And then the rest of it sits there and it's still processing. It turned out the same.
It doesn't lather as well. You don't like it as well hot processed. Really?
That stuff's been sitting there a hot minute because that was that big batch that we made. It was like three pans worth. And it's not sat up there.
Yeah, but see, you said that the hot processed stuff you use faster and it don't lather as well. You go through it faster.
Oh yeah, but
the cold process hangs around longer. Like you don't use it up as fast.
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna show y'all a drawing real quick. Why are you drawing an electric vehicle? Shame on you.
Anti-electric.
Shame on you.
Unplug the car. And people were doing that during the winter. During the cold temperatures, people were like unplugging other people's cars and plugging theirs in. If yours didn't fail to charge because it was too cold and it took too long to warm the battery up.
Yeah. Anyways, we won't get on that subject.
We might need to get a flag just for that. Well, we got to get so we can get our groceries and get back since we still got a lot to do.
Mr. Jimmy says it's a good drawing, Logan.
Thank you.
Nice job. You need to charge a little more, Casey. I'm not saying overcharge, but your time and skills are something. It is, but again, I asked myself, would I pay for that? Would I pay that amount for that?
Josh said, good job, Logan.
I'm a tightwad. My daddy raised me that way. Can you melt down soaps and make new ones? Yep.
Because when I get halfway done, her husband won't use them no more.
You can. Yeah, just collect them all up and then just warm them up and then just repour them. Yep. Yeah, he uses his down to like almost nothing. So I never have anything left to remake into another bar.
I would be running out.
Like it's translucent. It's translucent when he gets.
I put one up on the sink.
All right.
No shopping till you drive. Oh no, we gotta hurry get there and get back and get prepped for the week.
Yeah.
Luckily that doesn't take very long because I have to get up for work. She has to get up for work, but Logan still has one more day before he doesn't go back to school until Monday.
Good night, Mark. Good
Wednesday.
night, Miss Denise. Yeah. I make some beard stuff too that him and I'll say my nephew, but it's not really my nephew. he's a couple years older than me. He lives in Texas. He actually uses my beard balm.
He gets it every time he comes in.
I don't sell it because I don't make a whole lot of it, but yeah, he wants it every time he comes up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
What?
Michael.
Oh.
Yeah, he uses it.
Well, thank you.
All right, we're gonna have to.
Thank y'all for joining us. And we will try to get some videos out this week. It's been kind of touch and go.
I haven't had any videos out in 2 weeks.
Through the holidays, which I mean, a lot of people have not. If you have, kudos to you because between the shed and moving storage and doing this and the holidays and transporting and going, we didn't have time.
Yeah, I've got tons of videos made. I just don't have them edited yet.
That and our Wonder Share disappeared. Filmora disappeared, so I had to put it back. That's a whole nother discussion.
I accidentally clicked on downloading 12 because we bought 10, Filmora 10, and it automatically upgraded to 11. Well, then whenever I logged onto it 2 weeks ago, it said upgrade to 12. Well, after I did it, I went to go into it, and then it says you have to pay $29.99, and I'm like, I don't think so. Then I had the longest time trying to remove 12 to put 11 back on there. We finally got that done. And I was just so peed off that I didn't even get back on there. Okay, I'll make some. And I was so frustrated. Steven's like, walk away from the computer. Leave. Just walk away. Leave it alone. Come back tomorrow.
I'll fix it.
The next week, I finally have time to go back to the computer, start editing. I get on there and it's gone. I'm like, where did my icon go?
But the whole program
Like
was gone.
everything was gone. It said it was on there, but we couldn't find it. We're like, just forget it. So now it's back on there. Now I can start editing. I just got to find time to do it now. So Tuesdays are usually my time to do it. I usually edit on Tuesday for the whole week. Yes.
So we will.
All right,
get
guys.
back
We'll
in the
let y'all leave and get on with your nights, and we're gonna get busy. Our day's not over yet.
No, still a ways to go.
Yep. Well, y'all have a good night, and thank y'all for coming by. And bring some more friends with you next time. Send them on over here, and we'll be getting those videos to you soon. And y'all have a good week. We will see y'all later, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.